Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. I have the new Beauty Bay Smoky palette to share with you guys today. This is their latest palette and I picked up the 16 pan palette, which of course comes with a mirror, and check out all of these beautiful shimmer and matte shadows. We are going to have fun with this one. I'm going to be creating 3 looks with this palette, but one of the looks, I'm going to incorporate this palette that I also picked up. So this one retails for $20. It is available right now on the Beauty Bay website. There's a larger like 48 or 42 pan palette, and there's this size, which is like the midi size, and then they have a mini size, which is a 9 pan palette. I almost went for the larger one, but I didn't. I went for this one. This is typically the size that I buy when it comes to Beauty Bay palettes, but I picked this one up because it was on sale for $10. And this bright palette I did not have in my collection. So I'm going to create 2 looks solely focused on the Smoky palette. And then with the 3rd look, we're going to incorporate the bright palette. I also picked up, which I'm very excited about. I'm not wearing it right now, unfortunately, but I will in an upcoming Get Ready With Me, the new Be Perfect Full Coverage Concealer. I love Be Perfect. They are one of my favorite indie brands. And this is the Full Impact Complete Coverage Concealer. The shade I picked up is shade L3. I also picked up a mascara from Beauty Bay. This is the High Key Mascara, so I'll be using that in today's video. I picked up an eyeshadow primer. I don't know how I ended up with 3 black eyeliners. I know one was free, and I think the other one came like with the eyeshadow primer, and maybe the other one came with the mascara. I don't know, but nonetheless, I'm sure I will get a lot of use out of them. I think the eyeshadow primer is $9. Not too sure on the mascara, but you guys know Beauty Bay is super affordable. So I can't wait. I can't wait to dive into this little mini Beauty Bay haul that I did the other day. If it is your first time here on my channel, I just want to say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steff. I love trying out new makeup. I am primarily a new makeup review channel, but I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes. I do makeup ranking videos, Get Ready With Me style of videos. If that sounds great to you, I want to invite you to become part of our makeup family. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you can be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of Beauty Bay or you're really curious, a lot of you, when I posted this in the community section here on YouTube, you guys were really curious about this one. Please give this video a big thumbs up before you go. And as usual, I will have everything that I'm wearing linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping, I thank you guys so much for supporting me on my channel. I am trying out a new foundation, by the way, and just FYI, it is this one right here from It Cosmetics. It is their new CC Natural Matte Foundation with SPF 40. I am not too sure which video you guys will see go up first. I have a feeling you'll see the foundation video go up first before you see this one, so just be on the lookout for that in case you're curious. I am ready to dive into this new Beauty Bay Smoky palette and the bright palette as well. If you want to see the 3 looks I'm about to create, keep on watching. All right, guys, so let's apply the eyeshadow primer. It does have a little doe foot. First time trying this. Okay, so it doesn't feel too tacky, like just the right amount of stickiness, tackiness. So I think it's going to work out pretty well. Let's now go into the Smoky palette because the first 2 looks will be only with this Smoky palette. All kinds of shades of black, gray, blue. All you cool tone lovers out there, and this one is definitely for you. I think I'm going to start here with this shade. The shade is called Clouds. And I'm taking this shade on a BKA 503. Now on a What's Up Beauty R102, I think I'm going to go down here to this shade. This one is called Castle. Just run that in the crease. I definitely need to wash my brushes and sponges this weekend. I don't know exactly what day you're watching this video, but it is a Saturday afternoon when I am filming it. That's a nice gray. Those are blending well with one another. Now in a Singe E05, I'm going to go to this shade up here. This one is called Tuxedo. Focus this out here. It's going to be more of like a navy blue shade. It'll match my navy blue top. I'm going to go back in with the second shade I used just to blend. Now I'm going to go in with this shade right here called Snow. This is a matte white. And I'm taking this shade on a Singe E01. I'm thinking perhaps an all matte look, at least like on the lid, adding a little bit more of the dark blue. I don't like the way this is looking. Going back in with that second shade right in here just to blend. Well, you can see what it looks like if it was just going to be all matte, but we got some shimmers in here that I want to play with. So I think I'm going to do this one right here. This one is called Frost. I'm going back in with the Singe E01, and I did spray it with some MAC Fix Plus, and I am feeling fallout from this one. This is really pretty though. This palette is performing well. Now I'm going to go in with this shade called Shadow for the lower lash line. Taking that on a What's Up Beauty R101. Same brush. Now I'm going back in with the shade Frost. And I did spray the brush. And I think this look is complete. Minus, of course, the mascara that I'm going to be trying out in today's video, as well as that black liner. Let me show you what both of those look like really quick. So here is the High Key mascara from Beauty Bay. And that's what the wand looks like. It's a plastic applicator. Now the instructions on this say that it's going to be a volumizing mascara, and to get the full effect, 2 to 3 coats. I usually just do 1 coat of my mascara, but I guess maybe I'll do 2. This is the black eyeliner that I'll be using. It is a felt tip liner. So let me pop off camera and take care of those finishing touches, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 1. Okay guys, so here's the completed look number 1. I did use 2 coats of the mascara, and I like it. I think it's a pretty good mascara, and I think it was only like $10 maybe, $12. I don't think it was much more than that. Did a little baby wing with a black eyeliner, and you know, as I was applying my black LA Girl eyeliner over here in the waterline, I was like, I should have used my Give by Gwen Stefani blue eyeliner in the shade Bathwater. I think that would have been the perfect pairing, but I thought about it too last minute. But nevertheless, I like the way the look turned out. The palette is performing well. Let's move over to the left eye and we'll start working on look number 2. So for the second look, I think I'm going to start with this shade up here in the crease. That'll be our transition shade. This one is called Mountain. I'm using a BK Beauty 212. Now I think what I'm going to do next is take the matte black, which is called Tattoo, and I'm going to pack that all over the lid. I'm using a BK 203 to do that. And then I'll lightly blend this into the crease. Now I'm using the Singe E05 to just blend that out a bit. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Liking that. I want to go in with the shade first. I'm going to use 2 different shades, probably this one and maybe this one, or maybe this one and this. Ooh, this gold one looks good. I'm going to start first with the shade. This one's called Void. I'm using my damp Morphe M124. I'm going to focus this on the outer half. Same brush. Now I'm going into that pale gold shade. This one's called Wish. I did spray it. I just flipped the brush over, and I use MAC Fix Plus to spray the brush after I pick up the product. Ooh, that's really pretty. I like that. This palette is working really well. I have officially used all of the matte shades. There's 4, 5, 6, there's 7 matte shades in this palette, and I've used them all. So for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to use this shimmer shadow here. This one is called Nightclub. I'm taking Nightclub on a damp What's Up Beauty R101. And I'm going to do something a little colorful in the waterline. I don't know yet what color, but I'll think of something. Because I should have done the blue on the side. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Now for the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This one is called Fairy. And I'm using the same brush I just sprayed it. I'm going to add a little bit of the matte white to the brow bone as well. Alright guys, so I am going to pop off camera to take care of the finishing touches. I'll be right back to show you this completed look number 2. Alright guys, so here's the completed look number 2. I told you I was going to do something colorful in the waterline, and I have really been enjoying these ColourPop Multichrome eyeliners. This one is in the shade Wild Idea. I love it because it's like a green to gold, and since we have a little bit of gold going on the lid, I thought it would tie in perfectly, and I love both of these looks. Now I'm going to come back with one last look, and we're going to incorporate the Bright palette along with the Smoky palette. All right guys, so I decided to remove both looks because I need to have one look going on for the next video that I'm going to film. So let's jump into the Bright palette. Remember, this is the one that was on sale for $10, and I think what I want to let's see, there were a few shimmers in the Smoky palette that I didn't get to use, so I think I'm going to start with the yellow. This yellow looks really fun. This one is called Sunflower, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner. And I'm using my Game Beauty E01. Now I'm going to go into this blue shade over here. This one is called Swim. And I'm taking Swim on a BK Beauty 203. Now on a Singe Beauty E05, I'm going to go back into the Smoky palette and pick up this navy blue called Tuxedo. I'm going to use that in the outer corner and also run it in the crease a bit. I'm going to go back in with that bright blue Swim. I'm just using that same Singe brush. I just cleaned it off. All right, so I think it's looking pretty good. Let's see, for the shimmer shadows, I haven't used this one yet, and I have not used this one, but I don't know if either of these, you know what? I don't know that I've used Palace. Let me try Palace in the center. I don't know how well this is gonna go over. Let's see what that's gonna look like. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, I think that's cool. Actually, yeah, I like that. Let me do that to the other eye. I'm just gonna go back in with the yellow right in here. Make sure that comes back to life. But I think this looks really cool. Now for the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna do, should we do orange? This one right here. Really go for it, really be colorful, or should we do green? Let's do the orange. Let's see what the orange is going to look like. This one is called Fire. I'm using a Rephr 03. All right, now I'm going to go back into the Smoky palette, and I'm going to pick up this shade right here. This one is called Wish. Same Rephr 03. I just sprayed it. And now I'm going to pop off camera to take care of the finishing touches. I love the way this look turned out. And I'll be right back to show you this completed look using the Bright and Smoky palettes, both from Beauty Bay. Alright guys, so here's the completed look number 3. I love the way this look turned out. The yellow, the blue, the orange. I think it was so much fun. I'm really glad that I picked up both palettes, and I'm glad I decided to do a look using the Bright palette and the Smoky palette together because I think they paired really nicely. This is primarily more like a warm tone palette, the Bright palette, and then of course the Smoky is more cool tone. So let me go ahead and wrap up today's video, and I'll share with you guys my final thoughts on the Smoky palette as well as the other items that I picked up from Beauty Bay. Okay guys, so after creating 3 looks using the Smoky palette from Beauty Bay, I think it's a really nice palette. For 20 bucks, you're getting 16 different shadows, cool tone shadows. I mean, it's just a staple. It's a monochromatic palette. These are nice grays, blues, black shades, white shades. I mean, it's just going to be a go-to palette for an evening look or maybe just a simple, quick out-the-door look. Any one of these maybe lighter matte shades with one of the shimmer shadows could be perfect for a daytime look, and then you can always dress it up with the dark blue and the matte black at the bottom. Overall, I think Beauty Bay did a nice job with it, and it performed well. I think it is well worth its $20 price tag. The Bright palette, which I got on sale for $10. I don't know why I hadn't seen this one before. I'm not sure when it came out. I'm sure it's been out for a while, but I liked it. And, you know, I only got to use a few shades from it, but I think the quality is just as good as what's in Smoky. I have rarely been disappointed with Beauty Bay palettes. I've only had one that really hasn't worked for me, and that was the Love Notes palette. But all of these other ones have seemed to work out really well. So I have no doubt that the other shades that are in this particular palette are going to work out just as great. I like it. I think they are both worth checking out, adding to cart. I liked the eyeliner. It doesn't feel like it's going to dry out pretty quick. It feels like it's going to have some lasting power. It's a nice fine tip felt black eyeliner, and I'm pretty sure one of them was like a free gift with purchase. I don't know how I ended up with 3. I did not purposely order 3. I think it was just a bundle option with the eyeshadow primer, which I do love, by the way. I think this was pretty great. And then, of course, the volumizing mascara, the high key mascara. 2 coats definitely with this one. You're going to get the maximum effect with it. And the only thing I have left to try, which I'll do in an upcoming Get Ready With Me video, is the Be Perfect Concealer. So really excited for that. Overall, I am going to give this Beauty Bay haul and the Smoky palette and Bright palette 2 thumbs up. Loved it. Love the looks I was able to create. Let me know your thoughts. Did you pick up Smoky? Did you go for the large one, the middle one, or the small one? Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know if you have any of these other items that I've tried. How have you been enjoying them? Or maybe you haven't been enjoying them. Sound off in the comments. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Y'all have a great day or night, wherever it is y'all are at. Stay hydrated, drink that water. Cheers. I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye.